Hi there and welcome to the Mr. Blueberry Cheesecake channel. Today we're going to play a random multiplayer match, and as you may have noticed, I have a new microphone and I'm actually very happy with it. Even though it took me quite a long time to set it up, it appeared that the cord that came with this microphone was like not working. So I was trying to make it work and it didn't, so that's something, but you know, we're going to have a good time, and leave me some feedback if you don't like it or if you think that this has greatly improved my videos. Now we're going to play a 256 continents game, and I was planning to just play IMO. No particular reason. Maybe because eSpark likes IMO, maybe because I like IMO, maybe because I have 1500 elo and I feel ballsy. If you like my comment, you can always like and subscribe, of course. And now we're just going to wait while I take a sip of water. Water. The essence of life. Hey there, it's me. And while I'm editing, I had this crazy thought. You know, since this is kind of an IMO video, maybe we should do something to challenge eSpark. But I'm not thinking the same thing as I did with Golly. Maybe we should be more subtle this time. So what I was thinking is, if you guys are in the Poly Champions Discord, or if you are friends with eSpark for some reason, or maybe even in the Polytopia Discord itself, we should try to ask eSpark what her favorite cake is. If she doesn't react with blueberry cheesecake, we are going to just be very, very judgmental about that. So what if you guys would just do that? That would be kind of funny. And with that, we are also going to challenge her to a duel, of course. And we would also like to maybe do a team game. Maybe we can challenge some subscribers. Hey, just getting some ideas out there. 2v2 against some guys. Hey, I don't know. That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it be? So let's get back into the video right now. Maybe I should stick to... Oh. I was about to say something funny. Oh. Maybe I should stick to playing live games when I actually get opponents instead of just waiting for them. Hello. We have the same avatar. You must be very good at the game. Guess not. IMO. IMO is fun to play. They are not a good tribe. So what are we going to do? Well, my opponent is probably playing a somewhat decent tribe, so I don't know. But I do like myself some 256 continents. That's all I gotta say. We are looking towards getting hunting as our first tech. Maybe not. What is this? What's that? How does one... step on this and then... I was planning to get the lighthouse and then do some upgrades and such. I will probably just still go for that village, because village good. Okay, it's organization, it shall be. Why did I take it already? I don't know. But we're taking it. So in that case, I probably shouldn't have moved this warrior over here, but it should have gone anywhere else, because this is just slowing me down. Slowing me down. Workshop, give me a warrior. And now this guy can go over here, and this guy can go over here. We are still playing continents, so that is something to keep track of. We are also going to get that monument. Oh, that monument. I'll probably stick it in this city, if I'm being honest. Don't see any other good use for it. Just upgrade this, take a workshop, and let's end the turn. Quite a lot of mountains. I mean, that is to be expected. We are playing IMO. But still. Also, we kind of have a bad opener in terms of how everything is turning out. I probably should have spread my units out better, but you know, it's fine. We're going to take philosophy, because philosophy is goated, absolutely goated. And yeah, we're going to make it work. I'm just hoping that this doesn't give me an explorer. Although this is a river, because you can see the shallow water over here. It's kind of hard to spot, but we may be able to make use of this. Even though it's completely useless at the moment. Let's put you over here. It's a village. Do we do that? Yes. If it's a waste, it's a waste. Locals. Told ya. Oh, they're playing Illyrion. Dang. Interesting matchup. Must say. Could go for roads, build a bridge, even though I hate bridges. I absolutely despise bridges. We can do that. Let's get a rider here. Let's just get a rider, I guess. It's not the optimal place for it, but I'm trying to have fun here. And if you're here to make fun as well, check out my other videos as well. Definitely do check out the Polytopia battle though. That is taking a lot of time and effort. I'm just hoping to finish the second part this week, which would be kind of nice, because you know, that's something that a lot of people have been waiting for. That's a thing that a lot of people are excited for, and I would love to deliver on that. And I would also love to make more of those kind of videos. By the way, 2 ruins over here. Kinda cool. But our economy is kind of bad, so. But you know, I have philosophy. It's all good. It's all good and well. I could go for either roads or hunting. Hunting looks okay. Roads, probably the right call. Do I have to decide now? Probably yes. Let's take a road and place that road over here. A bridge, I mean. Of course, a bridge, I mean. And let's plop you over here so that you can go to the ruin. This is kind of slowing me down once again, but it's all coming together. Our economy is fine. It's fine. I mean, in terms of score, we are still winning, so it feels good. Also, making wacky plays. Fun. Oh. Hello. Don't do that, please. I'm saying please. You can't deny the fact that that's important. They are on the water. Kind of scary. And they're also playing Illyrion, which means that their score will be low for what they are actually doing, because Illyrion is getting low scores in terms of they are having a hard time upgrading their cities in general, I would say. Let's... Ooh, I could go for that village instead. Let's go for the village instead. I like going for the village. Let's not get any more technologies. We are doing fine. We are not doing fine, but we are okay. Let's see if we can meet our opponent here. Yes, we can. Thank you. Opponent is on the water. That is something to keep note of. We can link up both of these cities. That is epic. That means that we can harvest this fruit, take resources, we can do this, get a workshop, we can do this, take another workshop, and now we're cooking our economy. I do need to be kind of mindful of them sieging this city, because they may have another scout somewhere. But we're doing fine. It's not perfect or anything. And it does look like my opponent is trying to go for a very economic playstyle, which I don't blame him for. Okay. That's a move you can make. Now I can hit it. Opponent do be on the water, which is scary. They're taking the fish. The fish. Let's bada bing, bada boom. And let's also road this guy over here. You over there. Do we get a... Oh, they resigned. What? What? Huh? I'm confused. What happened? In that case, I will show you another replay I had. Just do a little quick analysis. What the heck? They are so aggressive. They want those ruins. They need those ruins. They got 3 ruins. That's bizarre. If anything, this game is really a reality check. Don't just give up. If you see roads, don't give up. What the heck? What are he? What? I get so many technologies. It's kind of absurd. But they don't even get like a good one. Messy gameplay. Okay, so what kind of ruins do they get? What ruin was this? What? Oh, they get forestry from that. That's the technology they needed. And then the other ruins will be population into stars, which is probably one of the best things they could have gotten. And look at their economy, it's so much better than mine. But this was a decent play, must admit. Kind of a cool map, being honest. I like it. It's just this lake that's going to be the center of our gameplay, and there's just everyone is having to compete for their own respective continents, and there's this one center village which is going to be contested probably for the rest of the game. I would have loved to play this out, but my opponent did not think that, which is really unfortunate because I think that was a lovely game to be had. Star Ruin. You can get all the ruins in the world and hit me and be all the way into the water and me just derping off with a bad tribe. Sorry, eSpark, but IMO is a bad tribe. Yeah. I mean, even though I played badly, my opponent played worse. Why would you even give up? You had so many ruins. And you were winning. I don't know. Maybe they ran out of time. I have this cool game I have here, which is me playing Kickoo like a tryhard versus someone playing Yadak, which is definitely not tryhard. But what is interesting about this game is how incredibly long it takes. So I'm going to recap a lot of it, but the problem for me was, look at this gap. I don't have a way to deal with this gap. I don't have roads because that doesn't make sense. So the first couple of turns is just standard stuff, but then my warrior just keeps walking and walking and doesn't find anything. And then I keep setting up and I found a couple of ruins, which give me veteran swordsman. And finally I get to find these villages, while my opponent with their roads can of course much easier for them to expand over yonder. So what happens is I get this city over here, and that city is going to be essential in what's going to happen in the first couple of turns, because I keep defending it while my opponent is relentlessly attacking it with their roads, because Yadak is a funny tribe. And what is just happening is I'm trying to attack them from the sea, while they attack me from the land. We get this interesting battle of just competing for some of these villages. And if we scroll a bit further, we can see that I'm starting to attack them from the sea here, as you can tell. And my opponent can level up their cities a lot more than I get to, which really stalled me a lot. Was pretty unlucky, but I mean, Kickoo, they usually are the best tribe for this kind of map, so I do get kind of unlucky with these ruins. 2 veteran swordsmen on places that they can't even do anything. It's just a pity. But, you know, it's fine. I've had my ruin luck. And what just happens here is we stall out. We stall out a lot. And for the first couple of turns, I'm attacking. But after that, my opponent turns the tide because, well, they obviously have a much easier way of reconnecting all of these cities, and so they can really push me back. And they get that for giant on turn 14, which is pretty slow if I'm being honest. But yeah, they can push me back. They have a better economy than I do. In fact, it is 11 stars per turn more that they have, because I need to upgrade my cities with a bad technology. It's a bad technology. But you know, I'm attacking because I have the giants at this point. And what I'm hoping to do is just be very assertive, establish dominance, and then hope for the best. And that is going to continue for quite some turns. And if you can tell, my opponent here is taking longer turns, which means that they probably have more units, as well as more things to do with their stars. And they also will have more stars. But if you take a look at the villages as well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am not in a winning position here, and my opponent knows it. So they just start clobbering me back. But I still start attacking. And what I do here is I make a choice a couple of turns ago, is to go for mathematics. And that's just, usually math is not a good technology. It's pretty slow. It's usually not one of these things that you want to use. Also, I get my second population growing, which is something. And what? Huh? What? And they just start defending. It's just, I have no good way to do anything other than just try to stall them out for as long as I can. And even though this player was definitely not playing badly at all, they couldn't really break through because I had pretty well defensive setup. And they had more cities than I did. I mean, I was overall just not in a good position. It was difficult. Still, after all of these turns, they still have a better economy than me, which is that's really bizarre. What I do think is important as well here is this city over here. It's going to play an essential role because this is the only good city in this section over here, because as you can tell, this village, it didn't have anything. I couldn't upgrade that for the life of me. But this one, this has some forest and it also had some animals, which allows me to upgrade it. And the focus is going to shift from the land and the sea onto this section of the map. And they start being very aggressive here, because if they can take this, I have no way to get roads or anything. I'm going to lose this, and then they can push me out from this side, and that means I just lose. As simple as that. And I find that very annoying. I have no good way to deal with that. So what I try to do here is just get me a bunch of defensive catapults. And usually catapults are not that great because, well, you can just get scouts and then you can outmaneuver them because they're just better units in general. But this map was kind of ideal because of the way that this map is generated. The only place that they can really hit these catapults from would be from this tile. And that tile is not enough to kill 5 catapults. And that's going to stall them a lot. I'm just stalling. It's all stall tactics. And in the meantime, I'm also kind of being defensive with all of these boats. They don't do anything. They're just chilling there. And every now and then I just push out a couple of rammers or something. Like that. And I block them from getting to my catapults, which is really important here, because I can get to a position where... Also, I pushed my catapult wrongly. I can get to myself to a position here where I can defend my catapults, and these catapults can rack up a lot of kills. And if you can get yourself a lot of kills while your opponent is struggling to keep up, you can get yourself a pretty decent position. And that is actually pretty incredible. If you take a look at how this map was to me, it wasn't great. But it was a lot of fun. And I'm trying to have a lot of fun in my gameplay. Which is that's the reason I play this game, you know? I try to have fun. And that's exactly what I did here. So this continues for more turns. And what ends up happening is I start pushing them from the land here. And they start defending with these archers and such. And they can't break through on sea because I have all of these catapults that they can't reach. Which is a pity for them. And they're stalling their time on this giant there, which is... I mean, that's something you can do. They didn't even get any bombers, which is oddly bizarre. But I guess they couldn't afford that because I could just outrange it whenever they would move it into a position. So I think in general, pretty well played from both sides. Pretty unlucky in some positions, you might say, but... So this game is going to take a couple more turns. And let's skip a couple, as you can see. Oh, this is turn 26. I'm going to let it play out from here. So my opponent here starts making clogs. Clogs are a very good way to deal with these high level cities. Over here and over here. and I don't have a great way to deal with that, except for these catapults. And if you take a decent look at how this map is looking, you can tell that in terms of units, I'm not actually behind. I'm actually kind of winning, which is really bizarre to me because they have more cities, they can make more units, they have a better economy than I do, but still they aren't really managing to attack me successfully, that is. Because of all of these catapults, which are positioned in such a way that they can't be hit from anything. And if you can start making cloaks every turn and just get all of my income, I guess that should be fine to break through. But not if that's all you get to do. Because I can keep making more units that are going to rack up a lot of value over multiple turns, such as these riders and such, and they're just using all of these cloaks, and that gives me some time to, go on the offensive myself with these bombers, which are just pressuring down this section of the map. And what they are doing is pressuring me on this side, so I'm going to pressure them on that side. I'm just mirroring what they're doing, and it turns out to be pretty effective because they need to spend their stars over here, and cloaks are strong units, but if you can defend them with some catapults, they're not actually that difficult to deal with, especially not if you somehow find out where all of their units are moving towards. And they keep wasting their stars on trying to break through. They can't. They're not able to do any of that. They're playing well with the defenders and the archers, of course, but they can't really break through with anything, and my turns are going to take longer and longer, which is really nice, because that means that I actually have a chance. Make more support for all of these units because I knew that there was a cloak coming. Really dynamic battle this was, and they start getting a lot of cloaks all over the place, and they probably didn't know that you can not stack them, otherwise they would have definitely done that. They were trying to, but no, that's not how that works. And still, they're making a bunch of rammers and such, and looking at the cost of those, they are as expensive as one catapult. So if one catapult can kill multiple rammers, that means that it's an actually pretty good trade for my catapult. So are catapults underrated? Maybe. Can catapults help defend against cloaks? Definitely. Can we find multiple cloaks with one rider? Definitely. Great. So now my opponent is in quite some trouble because we are on the offensive. They can't break through because I have a bunch of catapults that they can't hit. And now there's a problem because they don't have any way to break through. Except for this guy. This guy is going to break through. But not if you give up. They get aquatism, which is really strong. But still. They don't have a way to break through. And I also get all of these cloaks. And I kill all of the daggers. And they can't break through. It's just... I think I annoyed them into submission. It's not the case where I would definitely have won this game, but I definitely did stall them plenty of time before they would actually give up. and I think that was a great game. It was a lot of fun. I don't think that I should have won it. I played okay, but my opponent was definitely better. I don't know. It was a lot of fun. And if you like fun, you should subscribe to my channel, of course. And you should also hit the like and subscribe button. Wait, double subscribe? Oh, that's a fun outro. Alright, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.